actual background of technical area will check it. Okay, so even if you go for Python, they will welcome you easily. Understood? So this could be an additional point with respect to your placements.
स्टेटमेंटचीच गरज नाही ना म्हणून
Okay, let's go ahead. We'll continue with the rest of the topic.
आपल्याला खाली खाली घ्यावं लागेल बस स्लॅश टिकावर एवढं काय करायचं एवढं हां मोठा स्पेस नुसता स्पेस द्या नॉर्मल काय करायला सांगा काय करायला
Okay, there is a short training program for faculty in Nasik right after we finish yours. Okay, and I have prepared a brochure. I'll just like to show you some IoT devices over here. It is in Sandeep Foundation. Okay, so this device, can you see? Okay, so this device is called as Raspberry Pi. Okay, it's a very small computer. Okay, I'll show you. This is called as the processor in here, and in here there is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Okay, assembled over here. Here, if you see, there are the small dots. Okay, these are pins, male pins, also known as GPI, that is general purpose input and output. Okay. Here, if you see, these are very familiar ports, USB ports, right? USB 2.0 are engaged over here. There are 4 USB ports, so you can connect your these things, mouse and keyboard easily. Thereafter, in here you have Ethernet. Okay, so you can connect your LAN cable over here and get the internet connection, or you can use it using simply Wi-Fi. In here you have headphone jack. Okay, you can just put in your headphone jack and can probably listen to songs. Here you have HDMI port. HDMI port will help you to connect to a display. So if your TV is HDMI supported, or even if it is VGA supported, you will have to use the extension the way I am using it just right here. Okay, so simply plugging over there and plugging it into a display will help you to see the interface of Raspberry Pi. And if you see this part, a bit of oranges is the camera modules section over here. So you can just plug in a camera over there, and you can, it works like a webcam. It can work like a simple other camera as well. And this is for external display, a display of mobile screen size, probably of 5 inch. Okay, so you can have your own mini laptop, assembled entirely over there. Okay, if you see in this part, can you see there is a small black notch over here? This is nothing but an SD card, small memory card, okay, which contains the operating system. Okay, you have used Ubuntu, right? Okay, in here you use Raspbian. Okay, that is a version of Debian. Okay, and it works in the same fashion as you are working right now on Ubuntu. You can see the entire operating system just like Ubuntu. Here, in fact, it has games and many additional things. It supports HD display. And you can create your own probably iPod if you want to create, let's say, a shuffle music player. Do you know what is a shuffle? You just shake it and the music changes. Okay, so you can create your own shuffle music player. Just use the headphone over there. Okay, even a casing is available. So if you put it in a case, you run that program in the background, and you use let's say vibration sensor. Okay, so in here there are these pins, and when you plug these pins, it has some ID to that these pins. Okay, GPIO 12, GPIO 18. All these pins are to be used in programming, Python programming language itself. Okay, Python programming is used inside Raspberry Pi, and using that, let's say when it gets the vibration, the music has to be changed from whatever list that was being supplied. Okay, that is possible. Okay, we have some projects to be developed in IoT. And then I'll show you some sensors. Okay, so this is the temperature sensor, temperature and humidity. It's called as THT11. It does it helps us to find out the current temperature in this area and also the humidity. Okay. Next is this one is called as IR sensor. Okay, the one it has a LED like structure. One of the LED is like transmitter, another one is the receiver. So it actually checks if there is an let's say what reflection or an object in between. So it is used wherever you need to find out if there is an obstruction. So we had created this application, a small application, demo application, where we check if someone is entering in the farm. Okay, if someone is entering in the farm, it immediately gets that circuit gets completed over there, and you can get that someone has entered probably in that vicinity. Okay, and if someone has entered in that vicinity, then an alarm like buzzer. Okay, it is called as piezo buzzer. Piezo buzzer starts to ring. So you can create a simple application that can help with your farm. Okay, so let's say the farm has some of the riper crop is being generated over there, and let's say goats or probably someone tries to eat it. So you can understand that someone has entered into your farm and your piece of water might ring over there. Okay, so you can create this small applications using Raspberry Pi. The other one which is having two forks, is nothing but soil moisture sensor. So this is used for finding out what is the amount of water present in that soil. Okay, it gives you both analog and digital value both. Okay, so we have tried it both and quite successful. As in when you put water in it, the value goes high. Okay, and if the soil is dry, even the value drops down. So there are these analog methods you can find it out. And if I have set the threshold that water should be at least at 200 200 points. So if it drops 200 points, it will either send me an SMS or it will send me a tweet. It can even send a Facebook message. Yeah, even that is possible. So since you are too much engaged into social networking, okay, so you can even get the message that yes, your plant has dried or probably I need water, kind of thing. Even that is possible. Okay, so that is soil motion. So even we have many other things besides these three. Total 7 sensors. Servo motor is there. LED on how to feed an LED. Even that is possible. Yeah, that's it. This is entirely done in Python.
स्विच ऑफ काय सेट करावं लागेल ना. आपण काय करायचं आय मायनस मायनस करायचं नाही की समजा लाईन्स घ्यायचे सर लाईन्स घ्यायचे पहिल्यांदा नाही काय करायचं पहिल्यांदा मला 10चा स्पेस पडला पाहिजे. हां आलं लक्षात. मग 10च्या स्पेसला आपण व्हॅल्यू असाइन केलं ना फ्लॅग सेट केलं तो फ्लॅग आहे ना आपण परत सेट करावं लागणार कसं म्हणजे फिरवावं लागेल फ्लॅग ही आय अपडेट होतेच ना त्या आयवर तर लेन्स करायचं सर आपण आयची वरच राहणार स्पेस कसं काय जनरेट आमचा मार्ग काय करत नाही स्पेस याच्यावर डिपेंड पाहिजे याच्यावर नाही डिपेंड करत हे अपडेट किती आहे किती आता आय समजता नेक्स्ट टाइम आय होती 0 होईल नंतर 1 होतो त्याच्यावरती ते काय भाऊ सर पण तो रिटर्न मायनस करतो 10ला जाईल तोच लॉजिक लागला आपल्याला असं काहीतरी करायचं आहे आता आय किती 0 आहे ना प्रिंट काय करायचं आहे आता इथे झिरो आहे त्यामुळे मॅक्सिमाइज प्लेस केलं पाहिजे मला काय केलं पाहिजे 10 मायनस आहे आता एक मला एक हे करायचं आहे स्पेस प्लेस करायचं कसं असंच ना फॉर्म राहिले दिसते नेहमीच आपली हे सिंटॅक्स लक्षात राहत नाही नाही ते लेफ्ट लाईनला येते काय नाही एल एंड केलं सर तर स्पेस परत तिकडेच नसते करेल सेकंड हे आलेच याच्यामध्ये काम स्पेस टाकायचं यामध्ये स्पेस टाकायचं तुम्ही इकडे स्पेस टाकता इकडे पण स्पेस टाकता हा स्पेस काढा आणि याला स्पेस टाका आता याला स्पेस अरे नुसतं प्रिंट चालत नाही बोलतो त्याचा नियम आहे काय मी जाणार कुठे नाही पहिला आणि शेवटच काहीतरी बोलतो स्पेस कमी आला नाही स्पेस कमी होते हा स्पेस बघा कमी झाला कमी नाही सेम राहिला पाहिजे एकदा झाला नाही हां स्पेस काय होते इथं बघा इथे एक्सपेरियन्स इथे एन नंतर इथे हाईट दिसते हा स्पेस डबल नॉट स्पेस नाही दिला नुसतं म्हणजे मला स्पेस नकोच आहे हे ज्यामध्ये लॉजिक वेगळं आहे
Okay, let's start with double operations. First one is basics. We have already seen basics, how to create a double and how to initiate an empty double. Thus you have to use parenthesis, right? Thereafter, we have accessing values using a specific index location, or just passing out the slice range. Updating values. Now, as told earlier, it is not possible. Yes, because it is kept red only. Okay, so see here it is given updation of immutable data structure is not possible. So that is something it will throw you as an error, and it is an immutable. It means you cannot mutate it, cannot change it, its structure. Deleting a tuple. Okay, now this thing works with each and every variable. You just have to use del. Once you use del and then give a variable name, it will be deleted out from the memory. Now, when you open a Python 2 and Python 3 terminal, and when you create some of the variables, if you close it, okay, when you exit the terminal, all that the memory that you have created, that is variables and the data that you have put inside it, are destroyed immediately. Every time when you open terminal and the session starts, and when the session ends, all the things that were created inside that memory are being dumped. Clear? So by default internally it is deleting all those things. Okay, but if you want to manually delete it, this is the way you can delete. Okay, let us try this out. Let us try this. First, we have already created some of the variables, I presume. Yes, you have already created some list. So just delete one of the lists. You will come to know del space list1. Press enter and try to print list1. Hello.
पहिला काय करायचे लिस्ट डिलीट करायची का
Okay, did you use it? Then del, okay, then delete. Yes. Okay. So yesterday we had something in basic operations. I guess we had creating a dictionary, or let's say typecasting into a dictionary, right? While data type conversion we were studying, we had something called as changing things into dictionary. Okay, since we are into double right now, we have to create two tuple. The earlier thing that we tried, that was first name, last name, ID, and designation. Okay, should be taken inside one tuple. Should be taken inside one tuple. Now, when you create the second tuple must be entered by you. Okay, second tuple must be entered by you. But only thing that here is you have to first create list, enter values inside list, typecast into tuple. Typecast into tuple. And once you typecast into tuple, they have to be stored inside dictionary. Yes? Sounds a bit difficult now? Okay, should I repeat? Okay. First tuple will store first name, last name, ID, and designation. Okay, this is your tuple 1. Okay, then you will create a list which will help you to store the values of it. Okay, so in list that would be an empty list. It will ask you what? Enter first name, then enter last name, enter ID, enter designation. But all those things will be stored into a list. Once the list is ready, we have to typecast that list into a tuple. Okay, so now you have two tuples. Tuple 1, which is having what? The names of the criteria. Okay, first name, last names, ID, designation. And now the second tuple that you just created out from the list, that you typecast from the converted from the list, will have the values. Okay, so it would be Tejas Raval and then the ID and then the designation. Okay, so now that these two tuples are created, Okay, we'll be storing it into a dictionary. First, go for this part. Complete this part. You already have that program, right? Yes, sir. Just make changes in it. If you still haven't understood, please raise your hands. I'll come here and explain you personally. Yes, anyone? No? Okay. Don't look on the board, do it in your PC.
टाइपकास्ट करा हुआ टाइपकास्ट करा हुआ शिकलं
अरे टपलचा डेटा काय ना एक काम करू कमांड इंटरप्रिटर मोड टपल टाईप काहीतरी डायरेक्ट टपल कुठे टपल कुठे टपलचा ए लिस्ट आहे ना ए लिस्ट एक पॅरेंथिसमध्ये दोन टपल आहे टाईप ए TUP आहे तसंच टाईप करायचं जसं INT वापरतो ना तसं TUP आहे नेट कनेक्ट पाहिजे wireless
Yes, done everyone? Complete? Okay. So you have created these two doubles. Yes, first name, last name, ID, designation, and then one with the values. Completed? Yes, no, maybe? No, not yet? You have to just make few changes inside your existing program. It's just declare tuples.
काय केलं दादा? मला बेल चेक करायचं काय करायचं सांगितलं आपण घेतलं
टप्पल 2 मध्ये लिस्ट घेतली ना आपण त्याचं टप्पल 2 मध्ये स्टोअर करायचं टप्पलमध्ये आणि तो टप्पल टप्पलमध्ये लिस्ट आले लिस्ट आली ना
का वापरला एकच फिरवलं
सर ते मला तुला चेंज करायला लागेल इकडे लिस्ट घेतली पण टप्पलमध्ये कन्वर्जन केलं आणि तो टप्पल लिस्ट टप्पलमध्ये कन्वर्जन केलं आणि टप्पल
तेवढंच गेलं
टप्पल हां टाईप पण नाही काढलं
जसं INT वापरतो ना
त्याच्यावर टाईप असते
ते नाही का आपण पागाशी टाईप त्याला काय करून काढून ते विचार नेट केलं नाही empty session चालू आहे थोडं बंद करतो.
So let's say you have already two different tuples. Okay. So let's say TAA is equal to. Okay. This is defined tuple. Inside this, I will be having first, that is a name. Yes. Name complete. Comma. Then my name. Complete. Next tuple. In this format, that is name complete. Okay, then comma over here. Okay, in here I have my last name. Done. So TA is ready. Okay, let's print TA. Okay, so it is a tuple of tuple. Understood?
Yes.
Can you find out the key value pair in it? Yes, there is a key value pair, isn't it? So since now we have learned for loop, what we will have to do is we'll have to iterate through tuple, both the tuples, and we'll have to manage it in such a way that it becomes tuple of tuple. तुमच्याकडे आता दोन टपल आहेत. टपल 1 ज्याच्यामध्ये तुमची फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम, आयडी आणि डेजिग्नेशन आहे. ओके. सेकंड ज्याच्यामध्ये तुमचा ऍक्च्युअल डेटा आहे, तुमचं नाव, लास्ट नेम, आयडी आणि तुमचं डेजिग्नेशन. आता तुम्हाला फॉर लूप वापरून त्याला एक अशा टपल मध्ये टाकायचं आहे ज्या टपलचं स्ट्रक्चर काही असं दिसणार आहे. Okay, so now once this is done, okay, I'll need to push it into dictionary. To push it into dictionary, it is very simple. This is my final data, which I am converting into dictionary. For conversion, I use DICT, dict, that is the function for type conversion. Now in here, I will pass my TA. Okay. done. Let's read the value of data, convert it. Okay, so your challenge remains now is creating a for loop where it generates tuple of tuple. It generates tuple of tuple. Can you do it? Even if you can't, you have to try. Okay.